kana uchiziva munhu akapinda basa nenjira iyoyiyi iti pasi newe satani buda azviende kumberi chinhu chekuba hachigari naika iko zvino mazuva ano yakunzi female exploitation.
Yes.
When it's
harassment.
It's breaking the law when a manager manages to seduce you, to ask for favors of a sexual nature, to offer you employment so that he gets enjoyment. Naika mapromotion aya hama dzinodikana matarisirei madzimai kumabasa umu ukaona wakukumbirwa mafevha ane maflavor akasiyana siyana asina hardwork mukati. Naika unovana kumutaurira dzimwe basa kutyora mutemo. Naika iko zvino tiri kuona chikomana puff daddy chirimo muchitokisi izvezvi chikomana izvozvo nekuti zvaiita vanhu izvozvi zviri kuimwa naPauro Matavire, the very first hip hop artist from Zimbabwe. Naika
it is syrup.
No, dude, you want to give me fired? I ain't trying to get fired off.
That's sexual nature.
Sexual nature. Favors of a sexual nature to offer you academic and professional increments and upscaling the ladder of success professionally by virtue of favors of flavors.
My Mike J Boss. Tanga Wandida, another legendary artist right there, Paul Matavide, the late with the Gyros Jiri band on this track called Love Fest. Tanga Wandida.
Yeah. You know, for me, I'm twisted. I'm caught up between two artists. Like which one my favorite is? It's either Paul Matavide or Leonard Dembo.
I'm caught up between four.
Four. Okay, Andy.
John Chibadura. James Chimombe.
Jimmy Jimalo.
Paul Matavire. Leonard Msoro Wenyoka.
Buleki Mamba. Buleki. Buleki Mamba.
Leonard Dembo. Yeah. Those guys are amazing.
Legendary artists, man.
Of course. And on the side, Marshall Munumwe, guys.
Of course. And guys, up to this day, include System Tajrida on that list. I don't think we're going to have a that level of artistry in Zim for a while.
Artistry and the songwriting.
Creativity, songwriting, content. You could listen to the whole album non-stop. But now they may go, okay, all right.
And I'll have whatever J Boss is taking. I'll have whatever.
It's a thirsty Thursday.
It's a thirsty Thursday. Thick Thursday.
Thick Thursday. Yeah, thickums, slickums.
I got another one, www, but we'll keep it on the low for now. Yeah. You got a long bus ride. Right, in studio right now we have a content creator who goes by the name Teejay, like we mentioned in the last hour. That's Teejay Nigel. Teejay Nigel, whose video is currently trending on TikTok with over 200,000 views. Now the TikTok is basically TJ doing what is called the I Love You Dad challenge on Zimbabwean fathers. And like I said, some, if not most men, are immune to those words, even your own father.
Allergic reaction, actually.
Yeah.
Allergic reaction.
Now, TJ, what made you think of taking this challenge to the streets?
Okay.
Okay.
Also, you're working with a team.
Yeah. One issue one need to relationship with taste.
Okay.
So mbongo ndimfona wangu wadimbotanga tora ma video chi koji obvunza munhu kuti ngati I love you did wakapindura I love you tomwinisa mari but tinoona kuti madhari edu aya I love you not waremera.
Allergies.
Love you not waremera.
Allergies.
Now, at what age did you realize that the words I love you actually matter in a relationship with you or your guardian in general?
Ndazona kudhara zo.
Wazona kudhara.
Ukuthi
I love you.
I'll cringe.
So who said I love you first to the other, between you or your dad?
Nisingaziya ukuthi mbiki. But
baby just I love you baby. Koakura manje. Anything like that.
Ndindakatozoita pandikati tanga kuita mabrengi baba. Ndakatoti I love you.
Wakatiji.
Akamodotsika zvo.
Vakazotaura kuti I love you.
Yakazobuda.
Yakazobuda.
That's okay. What do you want? Urida mariri.
Wakangonditi say my dues.
Out of all the fathers you called, how many said I love you back to their sons?
So far 3.
3 kids.
Out
of how many?
I think 14.
14. 3 out of 14.
That's less than 20%. Less than 10%.
Yeah, that's less than 10%. Yeah. My gosh.
In a stressed out country.
Unbelievable.
I can't remember when my dad said I love you, but I remember distinctly ndinokuruva.
Obviously, ndinokuruva ndobuda.
Ramba uchita zvauri.
This guy comes through, he says, wangu Sunday 6 2015 ndakati kuna mdara wangu ndakuda kutopedza kutaura pafoni ndokubva ndati I love you mdara ndakangonzi iwe usafarise. Hanzi wangu nopera pawa apo kochida kungoti mdara I love you mdara.
Keke kuperekedza phone keke. Usati bye I love you dad. What did you?
Hanzi to say I love you to my parents. Hi. Never baba, never. This one pops in Hanzi. I sent a message Hanzi kwakanaka.
Exactly.
So we want to challenge you right here on TXO. Send an I love you to your father. Send an I love you message to your father or call your father and say I love you. Let's extend this and see what happens.
I think ufona ndo chirungu man.
Yeah, kufona ndo chirungu. Yeah, phone I love you. What not the reaction in Ngerichi and then let us know what the reaction is. You can call us and then we find out what's up. All right.
TJ, I wanted to ask a question. Platform yako ichinyi pa is it TikTok?
Across quiz.
Across quiz.
Ndakuti vamwe vateereri vaone ma reactions emadhara matatu chete. Munyika yese.
It's Teejay Nigel.
Teejay Nigel.
Facebook, Teejay Nigel, TikTok, Teejay Nigel, Instagram.
As in T, the letter T and the letter J?
TEEJAY.
You know that.
All right.
TEEJAY Nigel.
Yeah,
one word.
Teejay Nigel.
Yeah,
just
on
like
all
that.
platforms.
All right, across all platforms, that's where you find Teejay Nigel, and you can check out that video. But we're going to play the audio of that video right now. Take a listen to this and hear how Zimbabwean fathers reacted when they're
to love.
To love.
To love, just love.
Check this.
That's where a bomb rip.
Bye.
Rumba. Already born. I don't go with I love you. Maji?
Was that you?
Yeah, did you
No, you were the first one.
Nah, born that I love you. Good born that. My little born that I love you.
Love you too.
Yes, for me.
Mom's in a modular or what? Mom's in a modular or what? Alright, here you go. I don't want to run to say I love you too. I'm going to get phone in one way. Him that. Madi.
Yeah.
Divigi.
That was Victor. He's in the studio.
That's where Baba. That I want to go right. Pani ganya. Nangoting wenge ya ribisa guys. Yeah, nangoti kuze I love you.
Yeah, ngowe kuku sondoro kupinde.
Nguya sondoro kupinde.
Sondoro kupinde ro nduweko.
Wale ewe. But nyaya mama inzo.
Nyaya ndizwa kushindi makatenge.
Simbi makatenge. Nasana peza sitenga. Ndangotenga zipa front seat kwa sara zimwe I think 4 or 5. Oremda. When I tell I love you. Maybe man. Hey man, you can do nothing as love you. What right? What right? What right? But since me not think man, but I love you. Yeah, boom that.
nyaya yako yokuizwa singuda simbi weneizva mukutore
kuizwa but ndasimbi dzangu
ndarada kusvika simbi dzatengo
ndanga matenga simbi ndikuti I love you azvinangana basa izvi mufunire mudaro wenyanzi momudzi kuti I love you mudaro akati I love you too munoenda ne$10 munoenda ne$10 $255 munotora zvenyu moenda nawo
asinyaya baba
saka pousei namba dzamu.
hello dedi hello dedi nditino mundinzwa
ndikukunzwa tino wadi
dedi ndada kuudza ndokudai ndada kuudza kuti I love you dedi
ziyani
nditino
wadikuti
ndada kuudza kuti I love you dedi
unondida
ndokudai nemoyo wese
kuti chiko leli
All right, that was the last one. That was the last one right there. Thank you so much.
The last one was, he was one up Augustine. What did you go do? What's wrong with you?
I said I love you to my dad, and he said, "What have you been taking?" This is Uncle Simba.
Yeah. I don't know if it's cultural trauma. What is it?
I don't know. I once sent a message to my dad. I nakudairwa, but my mom kawano anodaira ipapo.
Mudara.
Anzi zviri nani kuti uti dedi makanyanya. Not zvana I love you.
What's going on? Runs go Madira say.
Madira say.
Madira boy refano. But Jadi, I love you. No, Madira say. But I love you.
Dara penzera ka simbi dzangu ndikuzida simbi.
What you got to France rimbana? But Jadi, I love you. Hey, I know, but simbi.
Simbi. Nakona simbi dzangu dzatengwa on time.
It's like typical escapism, man. Like conversational escapism where you divert. Wow.
In I love you ndakainzwa mdara vakadhakwa neBlack Label. That's the only time.
But he's a free spirit. Yo.
Yes. The last one, Hansi, yeah, that was the one right there. Our fathers, I give up. Asichina, Father Mox. And this even, indango kudzaiva nangu. Muno Moxika, I love you. Sa Father Mox. And that didn't go kudzaiva, I love you. Askunyanya waskana.
so isusu wakomana
aiwa semuna kambonzi I love you
tega isimbi dzangu
I love your voice I love the way you speak
I'm happy that you came.
Father Mox.
He arrived.
That was horrible. It didn't that went, it didn't go the way I thought it would.
But he was sounding very happy, though, genuinely happy.
It was genuine. Look, I'm happy about that. Very genuine, very candid and wonderful, and very love expressed. But the receptor at the end, yeah.
Oh, no,
the receiver.
You're like a typical African dad. Typical African dad. No, Simbi. No, but I love you.
I love you.
But Simbi,
Teejay Nigel, you got some interesting content right there. And what do you think? What does this say anything to you besides the content? Does this say anything to you about Zimbabwean fathers? What does it say?
I know zvakawanda kuti hazvistori muropa mavo zvitaura zvinotovaremera.
Do you think ana mudaro edu did not get enough love?
Rudo pamwe iriwana but vanga vasingazviudzwo. Ukura kwaupo gwakura vachingoti mawedza anotaura uchiudza musikana haudzwa mwanakomana maybe vanokuudzwa kumwanasikana chete kuudza mwanasikana ndo vanowana mawedzi yayo. Exactly. Wakomana haingori kurura.
Unokonza dodha izibonela.
Chero pabirthday unokonza hai birthday.
Zvadopera.
I love you. You may be my sisters.
My sisters.
But I'm that.
It can't.
But isn't this a bit of an interesting trend? Because if you're not getting that kind of love from your father, what does it mean for you when you have your own kid? And you're like in your 20s, right?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Yeah, you're 21. Great.
Saka pauchaita ngono.
So you pachazitoa mwana wako usina wakunzonzi I love you ka one. Once madinari say.
Chane ngoda ndichongoti
Yeah.
asafungi aziyo ndomuda. Ndichitaura futi mawedzi ako. Majaredu kuti dani ngachida zvinhu. But kuzoti expressera through mawedzi. Ndozvekwaremera vanofunga kuti ndezve varungu chete. So isusu inini wamwana ane chitomudza everyday. Makuseni masikati manheru. Kuti aziyo kuti mudara nomuda.
My dad started getting jealous when I used to say I love you to my mom. Mind you, he was okay. So one day I'm living home and coming back Kubasa, and he stands up and hugs me for the first time in 27 years.
Yeah.
Then after the hug, he says, "Travel safely, son. I love you." I was shocked. So until COVID took him, anga angoe my I love you all the time. Oh, that was sweet. But at least Sakazozitaura, you know.
But also unoita culture shock.
Yeah,
for the first time.
Well, not a teaser. Like I said, wakakura na John Wick akukudza kuti I love you.
Yeah. Well, I remember John Wick had Mashona tape.
John Wick had Mashona tape.
They love. As long as I pay the bills, you're eating three nice meals a day, you're lekker. That's love. That's love.
Zimbabwean fathers think saying I love you in general is being a simp. They don't say it to daughters either. This is my tea in Toronto. Yo, Hansma, I love you, ayo. Even mu marriage, askuwanika.
Yeah. That's true.
I can't even tell my dad I love you. He will give me that Undertaker look. Hanzi my 6-year-old daughter Hanzi anababa ava vanoramba kudaira say ini ndikati kuna dede I love you vanotodaira kuti I love you kweinda. Ameno maife I don't even know. Hanzi team iro rakanyanya pavaibhaiza ndepekuti ukangofona uchiti I love you kuna dede vanoshabisika unotaka nekutaurawo tunyaya tunorerekerawo ikoko. But I love you should be I love you.
Just a random call.
Yeah, just a random call.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
But ona mudhara changa chida kuti David nyedzi simbi. Straight to business. No, mwanangu uri say chichi ndara boy. That's I love you but that kumadira risi. That's deflection.
My hubby is 50 but he tells his kids pese pa gonera kuti he loves them. It's my Miguel in Budiriro. That's sweet. That's awesome. Your husband is different. And Zim fathers, when their sons tell them they love them, why are you gay? It's not gay. It's not gay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Love is the last thing on their mind. Survival is.
Love
is a luxury. We can't afford this. But when survival is good, akaguda, anakwashi. That's the typical Zimbabwean parent statement.
That's it. The traumas of
You know what, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to saying I love you to our parents in general, number one, in the words of Kanyisile, ngeke siyeke ukuzama. Number two, siza foster kuze kulunge. Number three, konke kungayehlula sizasebenzisa inkani. Ansho phela. Exactly.
Translate, please.
Number one, we are going to force it till it works. Number two, we are not going to stop trying. Number three, we're going to use stubbornness if all else fails. Wow. I love you is the way to go. That's what we're telling our parents from now on.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Last 3 messages coming through. Hanzi azibude guys, zvakangofana nekudya ice cream mu town makabatana maoko muri mafia. Come on, why bring that example? Daddy, I love you, Daddy.
But folks, you haven't seen those best friends in town. I've seen them several times. Especially when I faced Meme. Ice cream and Sunday. But even my favorite, we're going to take over, paint the city red. Design, she always my best friends.
Anzi kwedu chirungu vanochida unobva wapiwa kiss padama.
You were jealous.
And there's a scene at Denzel Washington when he said, "Don't you have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and do anababa video?"
Oh, yes, the movie.
Yeah.
What was it? What was it? The movie at Denzel. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I've forgotten the name of the movie.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Do
of
I
Denzel.
have to like you? Do I have to like? Ah, he was a savage.
Hey, I like it.
Isu atina kumbonzwa kana one day kunzi I love you takatozoinzwa nevakomana vakuti nyenga. Hey, Sha,
You see where
Sha,
the
you
temp
see
daddy
the
issues-
problem. That's where the problem
Hey.
is. There's a time I was in boarding school and I got access to someone's phone and at some point called my dad. The first thing he said was kwakanaka. Realized that I could joga mugluche. Muna amdara anonzi I respect kwete kunzi I love you. Ko this one says, is it not a question of where you grew up? Because on the other side of Samora, it's very normal. Not Kugeto. It's other side of Samora Fuji. It's not a location thing.
It's not a location thing. It's a cultural. It's a Zimbabwean thing.
Nigel, TJ Nigel, shout out to you and your team. Thank you so much for coming through today. Really appreciate you and looking forward to more great content from you guys. What's the next one? I stock sheds.
Pani taitambofungira mbuchinja
Mabufunga buchinja.
tombofoneta kuti madhara achifonera vana mani
Madara achifonera vana manje.
tozoda kuzoenda ndiune problem kuna namdhara ikanonzwana
Kana kuti bwana. Ah, nice.
Well done.
Komdara anamdara wakaramba manje. Kuti aibude.
teta kuziya kune problem
Makes sense. A big shout out to Victor and Ryan. Yes, Victor and Ryan are also in the studio. These guys work as a team together with TJ Nigel. Thank you so much for coming through today. Really appreciate you, man.
It's a pleasure.
And all the best. That was awesome content right there. Always appreciating the people who entertain us even when we go offline here at the station. And after 3 hours, these guys still, their videos will be going on and on and on.
We'll be following.
And we'll be following and checking out the madness. But Ryan and Victor said something on the sidelines that I decided to drop a track.
Yeah.
The track is called My War Vets.
No, baby.
Let's get it. It's cool. 1, 2, 1,